We're going to listen to Scott's call, guys, as soon as he gets started here.
Hello? 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 Hi. 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 Hello? Darlene Johnson. Hello? Ivy Booker. Hello?
Hi, ladies. Good afternoon. The call is going to start in a couple of minutes. This is Laura.
Okay.
Welcome, everyone. We're just waiting for Scott.
Hold on. This is Dolphin. Hello? I'm the consultant. Gwen? This is Thelma Taylor. This is Ivy Booker. This is Thelma Taylor. These are Gwen Nash's callers. This is Kendra. Gwen Nash's caller.
I'm in that Zoom call.
Yeah, what do I do now?
Oh, this is Sylvia Morris Pine.
Hi, Sylvia. Betty's on.
Hi, Betty. Good.
Hi.
Yeah. Michelle has Danita, Sherry, Michelle, and Debbie.
And I love hearing all those names. That's awesome.
Gwen, yes, I'm here.
I hope you've had a good day.
Hope you're doing well. Take care.
You as well. Okay, I'm going to get started with this. I'm going to put us all on mute for a little bit because we're going to record this just while we have it there. And then I will be right back. So hang tight.
Yep.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6. This conference is being recorded.
Good.
Scott Halversen here, Vice President of Sales at JAFRA Cosmetics International. Thank you for being a part of this business opportunity call. It's really, this is a short call designed to basically give those of you who are invited guests of our consultants to hear from the home office and hear what we're all about, and at the same time hear from one of our consultants who is doing this business on a daily basis, because that's kind of the fun part about it. It's one thing for us to talk about it. It's another thing for you to hear from somebody who's doing that. And we've got a guest tonight on who's been doing the business for quite some time, and she provides a lot of service to many of you out there, and she is just a masterful, I would say, at not only social media, but putting things in very simple terms that are repeatable. So I can't wait for you to hear from her. So real quick, I just want to give you an idea of what JAFRA is all about. And, you know, it's amazing to me when you think about, in the world of direct selling, you know, how companies maintain longevity. And the only way that they do that is, number one, they have amazing products. Number two, they have an amazing business opportunity that helps people change their life. And that's exactly what we have. The interesting thing is this company was founded in 1956 by Jan and Frank Day. So you get the J-A from Jan, the F-R-A from Frank, and you get JAFRA. It's one of those fun things about where the name comes from. And they started this company in Malibu, California, under two things. They wanted to make sure that they had products that were of the best quality, regardless of price, that would help transform skin so that it would look its youngest and it would be at its best. The second was they wanted to enrich the lives of women in particular at that moment and give them an opportunity to really create their own identity, to help their family or themselves out in a way that was meaningful and hence transforming lives of women. And we've done that for the last 61 years and transformed the lives of millions, I would say thousands, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of women who have been part of this company over the last 61 years. So we are excited about it. And the legacy that Jan and Frank Day left lives on. We support that idea. We live that ideal, and we want to continue making good on that particular strategy of helping women and helping them have not only better skin, but a better life. And that's what we're all about. We believe in it. We believe in what we do wholeheartedly. So the first product that they came out with back then was called Royal Jelly. And it basically was well known from even the days of Cleopatra. But the cool thing about it is this is the nourishment that the queen bee gets from the worker bee. And from this, it is proven that she lives 40 times longer than any of the other bees. And so there's this longevity, I would say, benefit of royal jelly. Now, we didn't just stop there with that same ingredient. We have iterated on it, and we have a patent pending formula that allows us to get the best of royal jelly, also infused with science and technology over the years. So everything is powered by royal jelly. And we get amazing benefits way beyond that, so that the skin recognizes the ingredients within our products. And instead of rejecting it, which skin is supposed to do, is supposed to repel, it invites these ingredients in, and it says, I know you, I got that, come on in deep, and help my skin cells stay their youngest. So that's really what this product does. And we put it into all kinds of our products. In fact, it extends beyond our skincare line. It's into our beauty lines as well. Many of our lipsticks have that in it. We've got fragrances that we also produce, as well as spa and bath and body products. And these are designed not only for you to enjoy, for your customers to enjoy. They're highly demonstrable, but it supports anyone who's wanting to start their business right away. And that's what this business is all about. You need some way to be able to talk to people, show them the quality, they see the quality, but then you're proud of being your own business owner. So that's what we offer in a nutshell. And what I've found in the 12 years that I've been in direct selling is there are basically 4 reasons why people may want to start their own business in direct selling. Number one, there's an immediate financial need. There's a gap that needs to be filled, and they're looking for a reputable way to do it, and they're looking for a way for them to do this not only in a quick way, but a sustainable way. That's what we feel we provide as well. The second one is they want to be part of something bigger than they are. They may have just been in a very small circle of influence, and they feel like, wow, now is my time to be part of a movement. And they look for that. And the really nice thing about JAFRA is you find these friendships, you find people that have the same values that you do, that have the same work ethic, that have the same ethical standards. And that's kind of the fun thing about this. And when you meet consultants from JAFRA, you see this demonstrated, and you just know that, okay, this is the place I want to be. Sometimes people are looking to recalibrate themselves, to establish a new identity and receive a recognition for the things that they do where they haven't had that luxury before, whether it be a job or a career that they didn't receive that recognition. What we're all about is being rewarded for your efforts and being recognized for your accomplishment. And there's something to be said for that when it's done right. And we feel like we contribute to that sense of well-being. And the last thing is sometimes people have a cause that they want to support and they don't know how to do it. They don't want to continually reach into their own pockets to do that. And so they look for a way to make them be able to provide for the cause that they feel so strongly about and can contribute to. And hopefully you fit into one of those categories to one degree or another. And if that's the case, we invite you to take a look at this. Today's a great day versus tomorrow or any other day, because it's just a question of starting out. You know, you're not going to go and take off like a rocket from the start. You want to try the opportunity. You want to test it out with people. And our investment to start a business is really low, with what I would consider zero risk. And here's what I say, and here's why I say that. The starter kit, which has the royal jelly line in it, which is the best of the best that we have, that you can use to be able to demonstrate right away, is $129. Now, I don't know about you, but starting a business for $129 is pretty cheap. There's zero risk as far as my understanding of businesses go. And at the end of the day, you have this amazing value of almost $600 in this kit that enables you to start your business. And you don't need inventory to be able to do this business. You don't need huge purchases. We just encourage you to get your kit, share it, take orders, be able to place orders online with your own personal website so that that product can go directly to your customers. We have programs that give nice discounts for skincare for clients so that they can enjoy the benefits of royal jelly, and you receive benefits for many people that you put on what we call our Stay Royal program. And it's designed for client benefits so that they get their skincare not only on time, but they control how they get that. And it's direct to them, so you don't have to do deliveries, you don't have to have that inventory on hand, and you just receive the sales commissions for that. So I really like that part of our business. We try to simplify it as much as we can, and you become our biggest promoter, and you have your own business, and you represent the JAFRA brand, which we think is a great win-win situation all around. So, I mean, I've talked a little bit about our product line. I've talked about the reason why we do what we do, but unless you really hear it from somebody, it's hard to, you know, get the full perspective and scope. So I'd love to introduce to the line right now one of our
This line is now unmuted.
influential consultants in the field who helps us out. She's on the West Coast, does a great job with it. Lori Alley, who is with us from, I believe, Oregon, right, Lori? Are you with us? And if you are, if you will press *6 and you can come in and talk, and we would love to hear about what JAFRA means to you, what you want to do with it, all those fun things. And I'll ask you a couple of questions. Are you with us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Welcome to the line. Thank you for taking a little time out of family life and personal life to help those that are on this call understand what JAFRA is all about. So you want to share with us a little bit of your JAFRA story and your perspective on the business?
Sure. I was introduced to JAFRA about 17 years ago when I was a single mom. I had a little 3-year-old boy. I was working full-time, and an acquaintance introduced me to JAFRA. I'd never heard of it before. And I was just really interested in, I heard, honestly, I don't remember a lot of what she said, which is kind of funny, but I do remember 2 things. She said 50% commission and 50% like wholesale on my own products. And as a single parent, that was, you know, very interesting to me. I was also really impressed with the value of the business kit. At the time, it was $99, and we still have that same kit. We now have the $129 kit, which I agree is the best. But at the time, $99 was the best, and it, you know, I had almost $600 in that kit. So I was really impressed with that. And then I tried the products, and I was even more impressed. I loved the way they felt. I was just turning 30, so I was starting to get very interested in how I could improve my skin, and, you know, feeling like I was getting older. So so that was interesting too. But yeah, it was So it was about 17 years ago. And now I am a manager. I'm actually a district manager. And I am working toward district manager 2 and then 3 and then district director, hopefully within the next year. I'm working hard for that. And most of all, I'm having a lot of fun helping women feel better, be more confident, learn more about themselves, and helping them to be better and feel better about themselves on a personal, emotional, social, all of those levels. And then training and helping other consultants is always really fun for me too. It's one of my huge joys in JAFRA. So I love being able to share my skills and see someone else do better and have something explained easier. So lots of fun things.
We see that all the time where you just kind of give your perspective on it and you show like, hey, here's a cool way to talk about this or that, and you make it very simple. So we appreciate you doing that. You obviously have family that you have to take care of in that. And how do you kind of work the business around what I call like just life? You know,
Yep.
You've got things going on and you're trying to find little pockets and you're looking at it in the nooks and crannies of the reality of today. What's your perspective and how do you deal with it?
I think direct selling in particular, and JAFRA especially, makes it very easy to do what I need to do with my kids, my husband, my family. I have 3 kids now. One is my 3-year-old boy is now in college, and I have a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old, and they're both in sports, and they have homework, and it allows me to be here when they get home, which is really important to me. I worked in corporate world for many years, and I just jumped at the chance to be home, and that was something that was on, that was my heart for my family. I wanted to be able to be home with them, and so to have the flexibility to stop and do something if I need to, go to their games, help them with homework, be there when they're playing outside and they fall down and skin their knee. Those kinds of things are important to me, and I love that owning my own business allows me to choose when and where I want to work, and still fulfill all those things for myself in personal growth and earning and all of those things that I wanted. It allows me to do both, and that's extremely powerful. To be able to make my own decisions about my own work and also be there for my family it's a huge thing for me. So it's a huge benefit to anyone, whether you have kids or not. Being able to make your own schedule and choose when you want to work, that's true freedom. To be able to do that, it's rare and it's wonderful.
That is one of the advantages of direct selling. Do your kids know you're like a JAFRA consultant and a leader?
Oh yeah. In fact, I wrote my goals on our mirror in our bathroom, and so my daughter, who's 12, likes to remind me, Mom. And she also asked me the other day how soon she could sell and be a consultant. So we have a little future consultant on our hands, which is it's a fun thing, and they enjoy it. So
I love the fact that you're giving them an example of what it really means to be, in charge of your own business. There are responsibilities, but there's also like huge benefits that come along with that. So what an amazing example you're giving to your kids that are at home watching you do this. And I love the fact that they support you. They're like, yeah, so like that goal, like how do you do it, Mom? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is one of the goals on my mirror says to say yes to them more, so to be able to take them more places or do more things. So that is very specifically for them, and they are very well aware of that. So they like to encourage me to do better.
I can imagine they're starting to dream a little bit bigger.
Yes, they are. I think it's really important for boys and girls, but I think especially for girls, especially in their preteen and their teenage years. They're trying to figure out who they are, and to be able to show them my independence, but also all the ins and outs of running a business. Teaching her and showing her what it's like to be independent and in control of my own future. And be able to give those gifts to her, show her how much fun I'm having, my relationships with women all over the country, the support we have, the support we show each other. She's seeing all of that. She sees all of us jump on Zoom and chat with each other and have fun and laugh. And she's kind of watching from the door sometimes and just kind of laughing at me, because it's like, Mom, you're on with your friends again. Like, yep. But she enjoys it too. And she'll sometimes jump on too and say hi. And the only thing she does ask me is, Mom, when can I go to California with you? So one of these days when I go to JAFRA, she's going to have to come along on a mom and daughter trip or something. That's the one question I get a lot lately. But I love being able to show her that there's more than just going to a 9-to-5. She can do that if she wants to, but there's other choices, and my own growth and learning how to speak and learning how to teach and all of those things. I just think it's amazing the opportunities we have to show our families and our kids and what's possible.
That is so cool. So I love the fact, like, you and I didn't talk before this call. I'm just asking you questions I think just pertain to your business, and I think it's nice that to me, it just sounds like you found this nice little, I guess, equation that fits in with family but also business. And I assume it's giving you everything you're putting into it, and maybe a little more. Is that a bold statement, or am I kind of on line?
No, you're right on track. I think that, you get recognition seems like might seem like a selfish thing, but I think being able to recognize others and receiving recognition for something that you would be doing anyway as your business is very rewarding. And then on top of that, to be able to share with each other and learn from each other, growing, I think, just is so powerful to be able to grow and have all those things happen that just fill your heart, whether it's a relationship with a consultant or a client or your friends in JAFRA. It fills every pocket of what you need as a woman or a man, I would think, but I can't speak from a man's perspective, so I'm just gonna have to speak from mine. But as a woman, I just,
it's kind of gender neutral.
It really is.
It really
Yeah. And I think for me, being able to use my brain, and as I think as a mom, sometimes you feel like you're tapping your brain out constantly because it's going in 15 directions. But to be able to use, the life experience and the work experience and the brain that I have to do more for my family and for myself and for others, for me, that's just a fun piece of it. So I love it. I love being here. I think direct sales is a gift, a true gift to anyone who would take advantage of it.
Awesome. So last thing.
Yep.
If you were to give like one piece of advice to anyone who's looking at this opportunity, now that I understand you've been here for 17 years, right?
Yep.
From what you said, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
What piece of advice would you give to anyone who's looking at this opportunity and saying, I'm not quite sure, or I don't know if it's for me? Just to help them understand what you've gone through that might relate to them.
I would say two things. Number one, take a chance. Try it. Give it a shot for 6 months. Give yourself a time limit and go with everything you have as long as you do. As long as that time limit is, go for it with everything inside you. And two, don't wait to chase that dream. Because when I first came in, I kind of just, did it a little bit, and then I kind of didn't do it for a while, and then I was just on my own discount, and I kind of feel like I wasted a lot of years that I could have been building. And that, it was good at the time. It was what I needed to do, but now I wish I would have gone for it more. I wish I would have really stuck with it and just kept going. And I think for a new person, I would say, don't be afraid. All of us have been there. All of us have gone, through that initial, what am I doing? Is this the right thing? But there's really no bad part of making the decision to try direct selling or to go for it. You're only going to gain, whether it's a great product. If you decide later it's not for you, okay, then you get a product at a discount. But what if there's more? What if there's money and freedom and trips and travel and gifts and friendships and life-changing events that happen to you because you decided to give it a shot. I mean, what if? So to me, there's no lose. There's absolutely no reason not to try. So, if anyone has questions, ask. But what if? I mean, really.
All right, so I've got a saying that I tell people when it's like drop the mic moment. I'm like, enough said. But that's like a drop the mic moment, and it's not. And I don't feel like it's. The thing I love about this business is you've got to be genuine about what you talk about. You've got to be genuine about the products that you present and feel confident in that. And you can't say what you just said without that kind of confidence in not only what the products can deliver, but what the opportunity can deliver, because then it just doesn't ring true. And I think it's one of the best. There's not much I can add to that. So,
and
thank you for being on the call.
I would say
for being a part of this.
Scott, I just want to add really, really quickly. I'm saying direct selling, but I've seen or dealt with a lot of direct selling companies, and I have to say, if you're going to give direct selling a try, you really got to try JAFRA first, because there is so much here that I have not found in other companies. There are other companies out there, of course, but you will not find the same group of women, the same support from home office, and just give us a try.
And then I didn't even notice until
so.
I didn't find
that would be my 2 cents.
Very good advice. Very good advice. So I appreciate you doing that, and that says a lot. And I would encourage anyone to do that. Lori, thank you for your perspective, your personal JAFRA story, as well as just like overall wisdom of years of learning and learning, living this JAFRA life, if I were to say that. And I'm glad it's really given you everything you need for you and your family. So thank you for being a part of this. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, as always. So for those of you, I know we promised it short, but that was just like amazing to hear. I just want to give you, my last piece of advice, and it just echoes what Lori said. Give it a shot. I encourage you to talk with the person who invited you to be on this call tonight. Ask them some questions. Ask, what's their favorite part about it? What do they need to do? We provide the training for you. We provide webinars. We provide online resources. We provide all kinds of materials that allow you to help present yourself in the best light. But more importantly, the products really work, and you can be confident about what you do. And if the reason why you come in here fits any of those reasons I talked about, give it a try, give it an opportunity, and you just might discover that you found a place you never thought you would. You become a better person. Your personal development goes beyond what you thought it ever could. And that's really what we're about, transforming lives. So thank you for spending time on this call. I think they're so valuable and so amazing to what we do. And I look forward to seeing you as part of JAFRA. So thank you again, and have an amazing evening. And take care.